Salve patatoni. Allora, ieri su multiplayer.it è uscito questo trailer di Halibut. Io non conoscevo assolutamente sto gioco o sto progetto, diciamo, che c'era in pentola. Ed è un gioco fighissimo. Prima di tutto, diciamo che è modellato tipo in stop motion. Questa è la demo, ovviamente, non è ancora uscito. È fatto in stop motion. E in più è un progetto Kickstarter che neanche ha raggiunto il 100% dei soldi, ma un terzo dei soldi. Quindi il suo goal era $150.000, ma ne ha raggiunti 50.000. Eppure i bastardi non hanno droppato nulla e sono rimasti lì. È fatto da uno studio tedesco, se non sbaglio. Ed sembra, cioè, io da quello che ho visto sembra un'idea pazzesca. La demo pesa 50 giga, quindi io non so quanto possa pesare il gioco. Magari tutto il gioco, però gli fanno fare solo la demo. E niente. Io sono un appassionato delle avventure grafiche. Devo vedere un attimino qua, graphic. Ma è tutto fighissimo. Io spero che sia tutto a posto. Comunque penso si vedrà tutto bene. Spero che l'audio vada bene. Magari lo alzo un pochettino perché sento che è sparatissimo. Però vabbè, magari lo abbassiamo ancora un pochettino, così a posto. Andiamo avanti. E appunto fatto da uno studio tedesco, Kickstarter, tutto, cioè spettacolare. Poi stop motion, signori. Già guardate lì, vabbè. Madonna. Damn, che figata. Oh, a me dà troppo feels da Bioshock. Boh. Adesso sono pesci giganti o sono loro piccoli? Boh, a me sembrano loro piccoli. Oh, Maronna. Dai. Cazzo era quello lì, era l'amico di Dario Moccia, non mi ricordo come si chiama. Non Nanni, vabbè, l'altro, mica non mi ricordo come cazzo, neanche Riso, vabbè. Oh, questo è mio padre, guardalo. Tutto drippato. Fedora 1. O Fedora I, boh. Merda. Cioè, da quel che ho capito, tipo i sfondi sono modellati e tutto. E poi i personaggi sono stati presi, tipo...
Harold, I'm afraid I need you to come with me.
Oh, hi, Major. What's the matter? Is that leak bothering you again?
It's your fine, your unpaid fine.
I had a fine?
You still do. Tubing without the proper credit on your tube card.
Merda.
Can you settle it now?
No. But wait, I'm sure I topped it up.
Improper tube card management, Halibut. You surely recall that since last week, the Energy District tubes require your tube card to be topped up with blue credit if an onward journey to the social district is intended, in addition to the usual weekly turquoise credit.
Wait, but only last month it was a green.
I don't make the rules, Harold, but the rules make me. Now let's get you over to the fine secretary so we can all get on with our day.
Quello che ho capito, gli dobbiamo dei soldi sostanzialmente. Cioè dobbiamo andare con lui perché gli dobbiamo dei soldi. Cioè non avevamo credito dentro la nostra, nel nostro bank account, diciamo. Intanto ha già laggato un pochettino, perché io so che ci sono stati dei problemi comunque a livello...
Fell foul of the end user insufficient funds clause. I'm afraid if you really can't pay, you're going to have to
vedi.
think of someone who can.
I guess
dobbiamo
that
trovare
means we'll have
qualcun
to
altro che
wait
può
for the
pagare.
professor again. Who knows what she sees in you? Right, I'm needed elsewhere.
Merda. Cioè c'è un tizio che vede qualcosa in noi, il professore lì.
I hope for both our sakes not to see you again soon, Harold.
Merda. Cioè diciamo che c'è tipo questo tizio che vabbè, la storia non la staremo a approfondire adesso. Ovviamente ci starebbe. Però quello che vi stavo per dire è il gioco è stato fatto. Cioè praticamente sono stati fatti i personaggi, no? E poi sono stati tutti fotografati tipo tantissime volte da varie angolazioni per poi creare appunto il modello che poi si può muovere durante, vedete, no? Durante il gioco. Diciamo che questo ha creato dei problemi e poi non mi ricordo in quale modo hanno ovviato al problema, creando diciamo meno appesantimento per il PC.
Can't you just put this on my account? I'll pay as soon as I...
Mr. Halibut, you don't have an account.
Merda.
Since we blocked it.
Please, Mr. Secretary, let me just... I mean, look, can't we...
Your name is
Che c'è
Mr.
un
Secretary?
crackhead.
My title, young man, is all water.
Ah no, un piccolino così, vabbè.
It is not my name. Anyway, I'm afraid All Water Corporation can't be seen to make exceptions. You'll have to go through the proxy payment process like everyone else.
Ok. Ok, quindi non abbiamo soldi per pagare. Cazzo vuoi te, stronzo? Perché sei seduto? Non dobbiamo sederci. Ah,
So, what are you in for?
Oh, I'm just here for the great company.
Aren't you a little young to start working for All Water?
What?
ok.
No, I meant because it was a joke, doofus.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ok, vabbè.
Could you let me wait in peace now?
oh, sure. Will do. Have fun.
Porello, cazzo, l'ha preso per il culo.
Felix?
Hi, Ma. Look, before you say anything,
Whatever your excuse is, it'll have to wait. Busy times. Mr. Secretary, please charge whatever Felix's fine is to the company tab, please.
Of course, Mrs. Van der Vaart. Have a pleasant day. You too, Master Van der Vaart.
freedom. Have fun, Harold.
Ci vediamo, bastardo. Guarda anche la televisione lì con...
Reluctantly interrupt your daily business for an important for some important information for all inhabitants of the Fedora 1.
Ok, Fedora 1 è...
Dear
ok.
people, crew, and company, we seem to have discovered something super cool.
Vediamo.
Please do consider to congregate tonight at the Agora Theatre for some important information.
Va bene.
Oh, Harold, here you are. I've been looking all over. Get your buns to the lab, if you please.
I do beg your pardon, ma'am, but there is still the matter of an outstanding fine for Mr. Halibut to find a proxy for. A completely reasonably priced and fairly applied fine, if I do say so myself.
Sir, please do not cause me further consternation. Just put it on my tab as always. Come on, Harold.
Bastardo.
Mr. Halibut, you'll need this before you go.
A ticket home?
Yes, and only home. It's not valid for any other routes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
And your tube pass should be unlocked again within 24 hours. So you'll be back to the luxury of fully automatic tube travel eligibility approval once again.
Ok, quindi per usare determinati sistemi c'è bisogno appunto di pagare... Vabbè, dobbiamo pagare le robe. Diciamo che è un mondo appunto che si basa su quello, no? Cioè dovete pagare, altrimenti vi tolgono tutti i servizi, cazzi e mazzi. E noi siamo il protagonista che non c'ha una cazzo di lira e non può pagare nulla.
I need you, Harold. It's something else. What's wrong with you? I can't handle your shenanigans while we're in the middle of this mess.
I know. I'm sorry. Next time...
This must have an underlying cause. I remember when you were still in
Che
school.
bellezza.
You're telling me how you would just stare out of the window, oblivious to her even shouting at you. It's like you never snapped out of that daydream.
Questo è il tizio del video.
I was never in a daydream, just the other
The
stuff
stuff
was
was boring. Ok.
I'm not sure which is worse. The idea of you living with your head in the clouds or never being excited by life. Only boring people get bored.
boring. I'm sorry, Professor.
Vabbè, ma la sorella crede nel bro. Almeno sembra. Ma che è? Posso entrare io? Che figata. Al Water District? Oh, ok, al Water District. No, ho sbagliato. Devo andare alla stazione centrale.
We hope you enjoy your all-water tube system journey.
Allora, il doppiaggio mi sta un po' sui coglioni. Posso dirvelo, mi sta un po' sui coglioni. Perché
You have arrived. Please exit the tube in an orderly manner. We hope you travel with us again soon.
speriamo. Dove cavolo devo andare?
I don't know the exact decision-making process that led to this, sir, but I assure you it will be for the good of your overall long-term tube traveling experience.
Devo andare qua, mi sa. No. Qua. Lab District, Energy District.
Destination decided. Enjoy the view.
Penso, il professore sta al laboratorio.
But Harold, I'm tired of chasing after you like you're a stupid butterfly.
Oh, hai rotto i coglioni!
What's a butterfly? That sounds silly.
A butterfly is an insect from Earth.
Ah, ok,
They
questo.
had beautiful patterns on their wings and drank pollen from
Ok,
flowers.
sto descrivendo una farfalla.
You could say they often appeared in extra natural moments in life. On the other hand, they were terribly inefficient, flighty, overly trusting, and delicate. Ergo, you never take responsibility, and I never know where to find you next.
Merda, che ambiente figo.
I know I drift off a bit sometimes, but All Water raised the tube fares again, and they never announce it properly. This time it really was an honest mistake. Plus, there was this woman who...
Quiet, Harold. We don't have time for your flights of fancy right now. There's important work afoot.
Oh, yeah.
Have you checked the blockage in the filter station yet? And did you need to feed the fish too?
Ah, yes. Those two. I'm on the case. Bye, Professor.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, I'm sure those are all my tasks for the day.
You seem to have waylaid your PDA. It really is
So-
a wonder you get anything done around here.
Ah, thanks, Professor. It's got a life of its own.
Strangely enough, I noticed you hadn't added your daily task list to it. And I don't want to have to remind you about them again.
Oh,
Merda.
thanks. Let's see.
Speriamo.
So, I access the list. It'll come back to me.
Just go to the 4 selection buttons.
Okay. Where were they again?
The upper right of the pad.
Ah, yeah. Top of the 4 buttons, right?
Open.
Cool. Then I use the navigation knob to highlight.
Ah, bello, questo tipo, vabbè, gli
and
obiettivi.
Then hit the bottom button.
Precisely.
Okay, great. And it's the rightmost button to go back, right?
Indeed. Now hop to it. And I'll see you at the Agora Arcades when you're done.
Ok, prima dobbiamo finire le cose, poi dobbiamo andare a Agora Arcades. Allora, to do. Clean the filter station. Allora, Matt told me to clean the filter station, like always. E come ci vado? To do. Feed the fish. Allora. Cazzo, ma guarda che bello. Cioè il fatto di avere tutti sti scenari così, il fatto che sia ambientato sott'acqua, il fatto che il tipo sia sfigatello, porello. Cioè sembra non avere voglia di fare un cazzo. È il mio, bro. Non si può correre, vero? Vabbè. Vabbè, sarebbe un po' inutile, non mi piace godermi la situazione. Ah, ok, questo è il nostro letto, cioè questo è dove siamo partiti. Quindi adesso dobbiamo andare da mangiare ai pesci. Dobbiamo andare, credo che poi la demo finirebbe. Oh merda, guarda che hanno fatto pure le scale così. Cos'è questo?
Drat. It's out of food.
It's out of food.
Better ask Cyrus about this.
Ask Cyrus about fish food. Ok, dobbiamo andare a chiedere al bro. Dove cazzo è il bro però? Il filtro? Qua. Non c'è il filtro. Oh, qua avevo letto che c'è il filtro. Guarda che il dinosaurino lì. Vediamo. Welcome to do. Our size is the guy to ask about fish food. Sì, I know, but where is? Allora, dobbiamo pulire anche il filtro. Però non penso che il filtro sia qui. Magari è qui dentro, ma non penso che sia neanche qui. Scusate signori, ma cazzo vi devo dire? Però posso dirvi che chapeau, bel gioco. I'm gonna die. Che cavolo è sta roba? Cos'è? Non posso però interagirci, mi sa. Io l'ho fatto scendere ma non posso interagirci. Vabbè. Dobbiamo andare da Cyrus, dai, andiamo. Porca troia. Lab Quarters. Lounge, livello 1. Andiamo a vedere un po' lounge, magari c'è.
Ah, Harold.
Oh, Signor Tenenbaum. You too.
Signor.
I was just hoping to watch some Sun Tzu's Ash.
My father.
Any idea how to...
Yeah, I think it's one of those all-water ad-only models.
Ah, should still be good for watching the announcement on tonight.
You really gonna watch that? They'll just announce another tube price hike again.
Well, who knows? Diego from Health Services said he heard something about the reveal of something important.
It's not a banana, it's plantain.
What is Sun Tzu's Ash?
Yes, Sun's best and only Turkish novella we have on board. I thought season 18 was bad, what with all the drama around. It's worth powering through to season 36 though. That's where the plot really thickens.
Porco dimani.
What brings you to the lounge anyway?
Would you guess that the tubes to the utility district and the social district?
Strangely, yes.
Yes, I can believe that.
Does
This
that
is
mean
the
school is
miscast.
out?
Yep. The Bambinos are happy and I don't. But if it goes on much longer, they'll...
Won't they do their homework?
Maybe. The whole social district...
Is that why you're hanging out here?
Mostly.
I suppose it is.
Anyway, don't mind.
Bye, Chris.
Ok.
See you later, Harold. I'll be here if you want some company.
Ok. Diciamo che qua si approfondisce un po' di più quello che è il gioco stesso, cioè quello che è la trama. Ovviamente abbiamo tantissime cose in mancanza, cioè non abbiamo un sacco di robe da... Come si dice? Qua non si può vedere nulla. Questo è il bagno, tra l'altro, che bello però. Graficamente è bellissimo, posso dirvelo, cioè mi sta piacendo un sacco. Quindi noi abbiamo comunque tante parti mancanti, della quale... Ah, eccolo qua, filtration pump. OnlyFans 14, non penso. Guarda lì la manettina del polpettino. Andiamo giù. Madonna. Ok. È il momento. Che devo fare? Boh, io non ci sto capendo un cazzo, però. Si fa. Sto capendo bene. Credo che l'unico filtro che non funzioni sia questo. Ok, ok. Ah, non c'è traduzione, non c'è nulla. Ok, l'abbiamo fatto. Vediamo. Dobbiamo chiedere ad Asbs per i fish. Boh, lì non si capisce un cazzo. Vabbè. Abbiamo fatto, l'importante è quello. Allora, andiamo a vedere di là cosa ci dice. Guarda il bro intanto che c'ha pure il martello. Anche guarda come sale le scale. Figo, cavolo. Magari di qua o magari dall'altra parte, io non lo so. Botanic Observatory. Ok. Botanical. Che figata però. Ciao bro.
Hey, Sai.
Oh, hey Harold. What's going? How's up?
Just doing my usual rounds. Trying to clean the fish and feed the filter station.
Super nice. How are the fishies doing?
They're swimming away. Looking good. But there's no food left in the fish feeding machine.
Ah, lovely. Yeah, I've been thinking about fish a lot recently. I've been wondering if, given fish blood is such a good fertilizer, what the slow release phosphates and nitrogen, but we don't want to hurt fish. If samples were taken, we could somehow synthesize the...
Sai.
Ah merda, voleva uccidere.
But what about the food for the fish themselves?
Hmm? Oh, yes. Sorry, Brat. Didn't I restock the other night? Must have just thought about it. I'll have to formulate some more.
You make the fish food yourself?
Oh, I do indeed. I'm working on a new recipe at the moment, in fact.
But I mean, can fish even taste?
It's not just about taste, it's about nutrition. We want their gills to function optimally, don't we? And their pigments to express as vividly as possible, a bit like flowers.
Sai.
Perfetto.
New fish food would be great. I'm sure they'll love it.
Well, I'll get right on it. Promise. Yeah, I think I have a test batch. Yep, here. A little taster to keep them going. You should try some too.
Thanks. I'll let you know what they think.
Ok, ci ha dato tipo da mangiare per i pesci. Oh, che figata. We're free out there.
Oh. Did you see that?
Was that fish real?
Oh, I'm not sure. I mean,
cioè tipo siamo merda.
Way more sophisticated lately.
Yeah.
I kind of look forward to seeing what stunt they're going to pull next.
Me too. As long as I don't have to clean it up. Do you remember their first messages?
Yeah. Wasn't it something about Fedora not being able to take off being a conspiracy?
Yes, on all those little flyers, handwritten too. What did that fish message mean, do you think?
Cioè, tipo come se fuori ci sia una società merda, non mi sembra. Cioè, non è una società, ma
Ooh, like they've hidden something.
Maybe they
sì.
think the ocean is a conspiracy too?
Cioè, è come se... ok. È come se fuori ci fosse una società, qualcosa che comunque, boh, bello, mi piace sta roba. Cioè, è come se fuori ci fosse qualcun altro, no? È come se ci fosse una cospirazione in questa Fedora 1. Cavolo. Tra l'altro Fedora, che non mi è un nome nuovo, sicuramente vorrà dire qualcosa. Cavolo. Che bel gioco, cazzo. Andando di qua cosa troviamo? Andando di qua troviamo... mi sa che troviamo il bro qua. Aspetta, vediamo un po'. Ah no, qua c'è il... ok. Qua c'è l'ascensore, diciamo. Però se non sbaglio tipo c'è detto 24 ore, poi torniamo up. Perché non abbiamo pagato, non avevamo i soldi, vabbè. Quindi strano, vabbè. Ora anche lì lo sfondo con... ah. Graficamente mi sta piacendo, C'ha uno stile molto particolare, vabbè, che è lo stop motion. Vediamo.
Little fishy, your little dishy is now served.
Ok.
Okay, Herald Bot Diagnostic Report. Scanning. Enjoyment evaluation. Minimal. Energy
Sta parlando da
levels
solo.
depleted. Recharging required. Next destination, Agora Arcades.
Perfetto. Go to Agora Arcades, che abbiamo visto prima, tra l'altro. Molto figo. Ah, molto figo. Il tizio sembra molto uno sfigatello. E quindi ci sta. Guardalo. Però sarà il nostro bro. Cioè, è molto figo come idea. Penso dovrà salvare da... appunto da una cospirazione interna. O comunque tipo tenerli, che li tengono tutti lì, tipo una società, tipo Bioshock. Ma Bioshock era più una cosa diversa.
Ah, why isn't this working? So typical. I suppose the ticket reactivation is still going to take a while.
Quindi niente Agora Arcades. Completed, go to Agora Arcades. Watch the announcement. Ok, andiamo a vedere. C'avevamo la televisione, vero? Dobbiamo andare dal bro. Forse c'avevamo la televisione all'interno. Lab Quarters. B. Non mi ricordo se avevamo la televisione qua dentro. No. Non abbiamo la TV qua all'interno. Se andiamo di sotto ce l'abbiamo la TV. No, neanche di sotto. Cioè la TV ce l'ha solo il bro, ce l'ha. Guarda che poi fanno dei disegni. I can watch the channel TV in the lounge. Ok, dobbiamo andare alla lounge. Non è qua. Questo è il laboratorio. Che perletta però, porca troia. Scusate. Dov'è sta lounge? Io non mi ricordo dove l'abbiamo vista. Cioè, l'abbiamo vista da qualche parte. Ok, lounge, eccolo lì, sì, vabbè. Sono un coglione. Passi.
Hello again.
Hey, Chris. Ticket not working. Mind if I watch the announcement with you?
Oh, be my guest. Not that I actually live here.
Guarda come si gode la vita. Il bro. All Water Corp announcement. Vediamo.
We chose the stars, not instead of the Earth, but because of it. We chose sacrifice and responsibility. Well, we didn't, I guess, but our ancestors did. And we wouldn't be here if they hadn't. Left, I mean. We'd be back on Earth. And where would that have got anyone? We may not have ever seen our home, tasted its air, or gazed across its boiling seas, but we remember it. And then we made a new home, even if it wasn't quite what anyone had in mind. And one corporation over all others helped make that possible. All water. On that note, I'd like to introduce Madam CEO Brenna Castlejob.
Da. Vai, dici
Good day
tutto.
to you all. As you may know, I am Brenna Castlejob, the CEO of All Water Corporation. More importantly, I'm a citizen of the Fedora just like you. And it's my unmitigated pleasure today to show you what you're about to see. Join me in reliving and celebrating the remarkable journey we've been on together, before we unveil the next step of that journey.
Vediamo. Ma siamo nello spazio o siamo nella... cioè siamo a mare? Boh. Ah, qua c'è la storia.
But it took the hearts and minds of many more to make the dream a reality. That dream began at the height of the Cold War, when the world was on the very brink of annihilation.
Vabbè, un po'
He
come...
conceived of an ark-like spacefaring ship, financed by the wealthiest countries, families, and private institutions such as the Schlipmeyer Foundation, as a gesture of global care for the human race. That ship journeyed for 200 years, was home to 5 generations, and sailed past many solar systems, making fascinating discoveries along the way, like the bacteria that are now responsible for our energy supply, or the mineral samples we took from planets along the way that allow us to build new materials. We had difficulties to deal with too, such as surprise asteroid fields, periods of hopelessness, and the unpleasant albeit brief alien invasion. And of course, 120 years after launch, our last message from our beloved Earth in its final moments. After 200 years, we finally arrived at our destination. Only to find that the promising, watery planet contained no habitable landmass and dense, toxic gases in the atmosphere. Hardly the second Earth we had hoped for. It wasn't long into our new search that the solar winds came. Maybe our ancestors couldn't have possibly known, or maybe they could, that they would cause our ship to crash, just like Icarus, but with worse luck. Either way, we can be thankful for a soft landing and good waterproofing.
Boh. Sembra molto propaganda.
Wild ride, huh? We've achieved so much aboard the Fedora, but we've never stopped thinking big. We had the idea to make sure we weren't missing out on anything going on outside. We're in a whole new galaxy, so we should be listening to see what the local news is. So we hatched a new plan. A state-of-the-art, deep space radio buoy capable of keeping itself afloat and slowly circumnavigating our watery new home while scanning for signals and interesting cosmic gossip. And, wait for it, yes, we're delighted to announce it's floating to the surface right now. That's right, the buoy will be in position in another few hours. Big congratulations and thanks to All Water for making this possible. I'm excited to see what we pick up.
Ok. Bah.
That was some announcement, huh?
Sure. Makes for some nice gossip. But I think they should fix the tube system or upgrade the TVs, eh? For this fancy boy drama, eh?
Yeah, that'd be nice. What if there really is nothing else out there?
Exactamundo. We should be focusing on inner space before outer, huh?
Yeah, man. Speaking of inner space, I hope the tickets are working again tomorrow.
Claro. At least I brought some homework to mark. Those bambinos will forget everything at this rate.
And you've got your trusty couch.
Yep. We've gotten to know each other well.
Okay. I'm gonna get some sleep. Buonanotte, Chris.
Merda. Buonanotte, italiano. Ma italiano il tipo? Ma come ci rappresentano? Vabbè, fa niente. Time to sleep. Allora, da quello che ho capito è tipo la terra era finita. Loro ok. La Terra era nella merda, loro hanno preso, sono partiti con tutti e dopo 200 anni, dopo 5 generazioni, sono riusciti ad arrivare su un pianeta, cioè sono dovuti atterrare in un pianeta dove c'era solo acqua, che è questo pianeta qui. Per me è un po' una puttanata, perché loro stessi ti dicono, ok, ma non c'era protezione dalle radiazioni, perché sapete, nello spazio, se voi, il principale problema anche dei pianeti, Marte, eccetera, non li possiamo colonizzare, anche perché, tolto che sono lontani, vabbè, Marte è comunque vicino, relativamente, in termini spaziali, però non si può colonizzare per via delle radiazioni. E qua ti dicono, no, c'erano troppe radiazioni perché non c'era nessuna schermatura. Quindi, boh, sembra un po' una puttanata. Abbiamo visto il pesce prima, che fuori va tutto bene. Penso magari sono ancora nella Terra e boh, ti fanno questa propaganda per creare una società, che cazzo ne so, o un esperimento, mi viene tanto da dire, perché boh, magari mi sbaglio, comunque questa è una demo, quindi non si può dire nulla ancora.
Oh boy.
What a day.
What a day. Here's hoping tomorrow's a bit more relaxed. I could do with a day off. All this running back and forth for people is tiring, man. But, Agent Harrelson, that's what they pay you for. Don't let us down now.
Ok. Andiamo a non dormire con tutta la roba lorda, schifosa, piena di merda. Dei 19.251. 18.000. Ciao. Andiamo. Welcome to. Non abbiamo ancora nulla da fare. Andiamo a fare colazione. Mamma, per colazione ci ho comprato 4 cannole. Oh, professore.
Hello, Professor. What did you think of that announcement?
It was quite fantastically self-aggrandizing.
Yes, it did go on a bit. The boy seems cool, though.
Indeed.
Oh, c'è il braccio meccanico.
Source of distraction. Now, if you're quite ready.
Sure.
Ready for what? Perché cosa?
I made a breakthrough discovery at the Arboretum last night. You remember the last batch of bloomy rocks?
Oh, the really small ones from the last intake? The ones with the strange shapes and the little holes and...
The blue ones, yes. Turns out their surface composition doesn't just give us clues about our immediate aquatic environs. I think they've picked up some influences from outer space as well. Take a look through the microscope. You'll see what I mean.
Just remind me exactly how that thing works again.
Harold, are you fooling me? This will be the last time I explain it to you, so for once, pay attention.
Ok, vai.
You need to open the hatch first.
Vai, è il momento del tutorial. Andiamo.
Now activate the switch next to the door to open the sample shelf.
Quindi è quella che abbiamo aperto prima. Ok.
The rock you want is in the container on the lower right. You remember your left
Okay.
and right? Bring it to the microscope and insert it into the hatch.
E questo va messo qua dentro. Ok. E voilà!
Check the microscope and finally
You see what I mean? Andiamo.
The one you're looking at now seems to have picked up radiation from our nearest sun. There's a
Okay.
particular mark for each time there's been a solar flare.
I can only see one mark?
That's the problem. There isn't enough of a recording on this one. I dated it to roughly 40 BC.
So we need an older one. For...
Exactly. Older ones, ideally. Although I doubt we'll have much luck catching more of them by chance. Oh, yes. We have to figure out when there's going to be a gap between flares. Flares cause the solar winds. A gap between solar storms is our only window for leaving this place. I need you to look into this, Harold. If anyone on board has an older rock, we need it procured. Yes?
But if we're not going to be able to...
Ok.
Where am I supposed to start looking?
You could start at Tommy's store. You and I both know that guy somehow gets hold of whatever those filter stations spit out, and then sells them at an outrageous markup.
Good evening,
Okay.
Sean.
Nice to see you, Bridget.
Is the sample in the microscope? I'm really curious to inspect.
Yes, you definitely should.
Hey.
Hey, you're the professor's assistant, Jeremy, right?
Yes, but no. I interned in your section for about a year.
Oh, goodness,
Yes.
you're microwave boy.
So, you do remember me.
Yes,
Perché
how could I forget
microwave?
that debacle? Actually, I've just met with your
Is...
Not entirely, but
Okay.
But I suppose if Moreau trusts you, I'm a bit worried about our ship's energy reserves. I thought I'd talk to your boss about it. She's the smartest person on board.
Allora, reserved, are we some kind of trouble? Did you guys talk about the Bloomy Rocks at all? Vediamo.
Did you guys talk about the Bloomy Rocks at all? Moreau said I should maybe check with your husband.
As a matter of fact, we did. As for my husband, you'll have to ask him, which is more than I've been able to do the past few days. Knowing that infuriating rock collection, I'm sure he'll find you something.
Ok.
He's a sweetheart, really, you know? Go ask him.
Andiamo. Reservists, are we in some kind of trouble? Vabbè.
Reserves?
Now I've said too much. Ask Moreau. Perhaps she'll tell.
See you later.
Bye, Richard.
Ok, quindi praticamente, vabbè, c'è qualche problema, diciamo. Ok. Oh, cazzo. Ma... Search for the Blue Rock. Moreau wants me to go to Tommy General Stores at the Agora Arcades. Let's fucking go to the Agora Arcades.
Harold,
We see Cyrus. Can you give him a message for me?
Sure thing, Professor.
Just ask him, how are the details coming along?
Okay.
Yes, I know. I could ask him myself, but didn't you stop to wonder why I don't want to?
I just did stop.
It's complicated. We go back a long way and don't all, especially on matters of categorization, nomenclature, and subsequent archiving methodology. Not that he ever saw fit to delineate his Don't mind me, Harold. I just mean, Cyrus has his stubborn phases, and I just can't talk.
Okay, say no more. Your message is safe with me.
Actually, Harold, no, it's okay. Nothing. Run along now.
Non è che muore lei, vero? Vabbè. Sì, io penso ci sia qualcosa sotto comunque. Cioè, almeno la trama punta a dirti questa roba qui. Cioè, almeno i dialoghi e tutto ti portano a dire sta roba. Quindi io penso che comunque ci sia qualcosa dietro, qualcosa sotto. Allora, l'Agora Arcades. Sì, secondo me Central Station, Agora Arcades.
Destination selected. Have a pleasant journey and a fantastic day.
Mi piace anche il coso, sembrava molto la radio di GTA.
You may now exit the tube.
Utterly unconcerned for your own safety, no respect for authority, wanton disregard for the...
Oh, hai rotto il cazzo però.
Harold, good timing. You can explain things to the Major, can't you?
Harold, come here and explain things. And yourself.
Major, I'm just passing through. I really don't know what this is about. Hi, Felix.
So you're not here to make excuses for this diminutive delinquent?
Hey, I'm not diminutive. I've just got longer to live than you.
Merda.
Harold, tell him about our plan.
Harold! I thought I told you to stay out of trouble. I should have known you'd be wrapped up in this.
I'm not in trouble. There is no plan.
Ah, merda, l'ho venduto.
My authority and or organizational merit.
What? No, Major.
If I find out you're a bad influence on young Felix here.
Not me, Major. Whatever Felix did, I'm sure it was meant innocently.
And how would you know about that?
Okay.
Unless you're in
Ci
league
siamo
with him.
usciti.
I just meant...
Yeah, let's go.
You just relax.
Hai rotto il cazzo, devi stare calmo, hai capito, coglione?
You're really starting to tweak my beak.
What did Felix do anyway?
Utterly unconcerned for his own safety, no respect for authority, wanton disregard.
Anyway, Major, under whose jurisdiction is Harold in trouble?
Mine! I'm the law here. Felix, will you be a witness to this?
Absolutely.
And can you testify to Harold's involvement?
Only if he's willing to testify to mine.
Harold, tell the truth now. It'll be easier in the long run.
I haven't witnessed anything to testify.
Damn it! Then the case is in danger of falling apart.
I'm sure Felix's parents will deal with this.
Good point. They should really be present while you question me, Major. I'm only a minor.
Don't you throw the book at me, son. Where are they anyway?
I don't know. And good luck finding them.
Oh no, Felix, have you lost them?
Harold, leave this to the professionals. Felix, do you mean to tell me you've neglected to file a missing person or persons report?
Shouldn't we look for them?
Don't change the subject.
Oh merda.
Major, what is the subject?
That's right, Harold. Know your rights.
If, and I mean if, you're acting as some kind of heroic big brother figure to this young man, I expect you to be a positive influence.
There's no...
Come on,
Poverino,
spit it
guys.
out, man.
Just leave me alone, Sandstrom. I've got fish to feed.
Okay, Harold, but your fish won't save you if I catch you red-handed. Now, Felix. Where is
Scappato
Felix?
Felix.
Felix?